Welcome everybody to the second installment of the International Association of Market Developers video installments. My name is Mohammed Mendes and I'm here in Atlanta, Georgia with my business partners and esteemed colleagues. I have Tariq Abdul Haq, who is the regional sales manager for a pharmaceutical company. Dr. Muhammad Mahdi, who's a pharmacist with over 20 years of experience. And we have one of the finest barbers in the city of Atlanta, Zaki Zarif. We just wanted to follow up on where we left off with our last video. We were having a discussion about the importance of residual income and how that is the door to wealth. And the key that unlocks the door is our relationships. And we wanted to discuss this time around what residual income is and what it is not. And really get a feel for the power of this idea, the power of this concept. So my teachers have a saying that you know things by their opposites. So before we talk about residual income, let's talk about what residual income is not. There are two ways, as everyone knows, to earn money in the world. There's linear income, then there is passive or residual income. Tariq, tell us a little bit about linear income in your experience. You've been in corporate America for years.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Mohammed. Yes, a linear income, the clue is in the terminology, linear. It means a line. So there's a one-way exchange. One way is if you're an hourly employee, you're going in and you put in the time, you put in 8 hours or 10 hours or a 12-hour shift or whatever, and then you receive in return money. Or you can be a salaried employee. So you're not necessarily contracted for a certain number of hours, but again, you do a certain job and then you receive money in return. It's linear, one way. So if you don't show up or if you don't do the job, you don't get the money. That's linear income.
Fantastic. Now, there are other ways to earn linear income. Zaki, you have a different experience. You're a barber. You own your own chair, your own barbershop. Tell us a bit about how you experience linear income.
Well, appreciate that. For me, being a barber, I have to go to work every day. I have to make appointments. I have to pay for my supplies. I have to show up at work every day. If I don't show up, people don't get their hair cut, basically. So I don't have my own time. I can't go take my children to the park and provide groceries for them at the same time. I have to say, I'll take you to the park on this day. I have to fulfill my appointment goal.
So your time freedom is limited.
Exactly.
Because you're self-employed.
Exactly.
You own your job.
Exactly.
Dr. Mahdi, you're in healthcare. Is the same true for people making six-figure salaries?
Absolutely. It doesn't matter whether you're a pharmacist, a physician, an attorney. In the case of a pharmacist or a physician or an attorney, although you have a professional degree and you earn a high salary, your salary is tied to the number of hours that you bill for the services that you provide. If you are not billing hours, then you don't get paid. If you're a physician and you're even a brain surgeon, $200,000, $300,000 a year in annual income, you have operating costs that you have to be conscious of all the time. You have, of course, your office and all the equipment that you have in that office. You have employees and payroll commitments. If you wanted to take a vacation and you needed to take 3 weeks off to go to Tahiti, during that time that you're on vacation, your practice, if you are the sole physician in that practice, your office isn't generating any income while you're gone. And you better hope that your staff is booking appointments so that when you get back, you have a book of patients that you're seeing to regenerate new income. Basically, it's the same, even if you were in sales, professional sales, selling Lear jets that sell for $1.2, $1.8, $2 million per sale. You are absolutely broke and unemployed unless you're in front of a prospect who can buy that jet. And you're still broke until you make that sale. Once you've made that sale, there is nothing else in that sale for you. You made that sale. You will not earn income until you get in front of another prospect that you can sell a Lear jet to. So that's what linear income is. It's getting paid for what you do now and now only.
Now, I have to share this with you. There's a reason why we've come together. We are not in this room. We're not working together. We have not locked arms just by happenstance. Our association, IAMD, the International Association of Market Developers, is a unique collective of successful professionals who are seeking two things. Number one, we want to ensure financial stability for our families. That's part of our mission. Secondly, we've realized that in order to regain our time freedom, in order to regain control over our lives, we need to develop income streams that will give us passive or residual income. And Dr. Matthew, talk to us about residual income. What is residual income and why is it important?
Sure. Residual recurring income is monies, dollars that flow to you based on a service that you have provided, or some value that you've given in the marketplace once. You do the service once, or you give value to the marketplace once, and the revenues, the monies flow to you month after month after month. One of the greatest examples of that, of course, is in the entertainment industry with artists, performing artists. Michael Jackson, God bless him, just passed. His Thriller LP alone sold 700 million copies. And anytime someone wants to use a Jackson 5 or a Michael Jackson jingle in any commercial, they have to get permission from his staff, his people, his producers, in order to use that snippet of Michael Jackson's music. And every time someone uses a snippet of Michael Jackson music, they have to pay his foundation. They have to pay his family into perpetuity. So here's an example of doing a service once, providing a service once and getting paid, or your family receiving the revenues from that month after month after month. It's the way to earn income, residual income. Now, you have to ask the question, if residual income is the way to have wealth flow to you, how do we create a residual income stream for ourselves? Is it possible for us to develop a stream of income that follows us month after month after month? What would we have to do? What kind of service could we provide to ensure that we could do that service once and get continually paid for it? What we've discovered in looking at ways for our group, the International Association of Market Developers, looking at ways that the families in our group could build business enterprises and earn income, all business models really were in two camps. You had what we would call old school business models or new school business models. And Muhammad, we've talked about this a lot. Let's I'm going to kick it back to you to give us a discussion about the difference between old school and new school business models.
And this really, the discussion we're about to have really answers the question, what would it be like for you if you could generate a passive residual income for you and your family?